and you stumble. Have you ever stumbled while walking?
Yes.
It's embarrassing, isn't it? I was walking one day and I stumbled. And when I regained my balance, I looked around. There were people trying to determine what's wrong. There were few who found it amusing and said, the key was very evident. And the others said, take care of it. I was embarrassed. Nothing was in harmony. And I felt this annoyance in me which lived throughout the day. And then I thought, I will never take that path again. I will avoid those people. Does this also happen when you go towards your goals in life? Mr. Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters and future Toastmasters, you have to overcome a lot of challenges until you are declared a winner. There are a lot of obstacles which test your resolve. Nobody can tell you how the path to the ultimate success would be. Hence, nobody is 100% stumble-proof. I did my graduation in industrial chemistry. I always wanted to be an actor. And then I joined call centers. You see a pattern here? Anyways, I earned the money though. I went for portfolio shoot. I learned salsa. And then I went for auditions. After a year, nothing. Nothing. I clearly stumbled. And then there were those people, the usual. What's wrong? Take care of yourself. After a few more call center jobs, my papa was already worried and concerned. But he had his own way of communicating. He said, son, if you want to always hop, skip and jump all your life, you should have been in sports. I actually thought for it for a while. And then I remembered all the possible stumbling sports moments in my life. And then I decided the world is not ready for me. What happens when you start avoiding the path where you stumble? You actually start the life cycle of a butterfly, but in reverse. From a beautiful winged butterfly, you go into the cocoon of comfort. Then you slowly crawl like a caterpillar, only eating and drinking. And finally, you are at the egg stage, with no clue whatsoever what to do next. After 5 years of graduation, moving from one odd job to the other, I literally had no clue of what I would do next in my life. And even the self-help didn't help. It was like a windy morning which was not ready to end. There was not a ray of hope which I could see. The next 6 months went by looking in space, hoping for divine intervention. One day, I was sitting in the park on a bench and I saw a toddler who was busy trying to walk, stumble, fell down, got up again, tried to walk, stumble, fell down, got up again, trying to walk, fell down, stumbled, got up. This continued for a very, very, very long time. And I said, dude, Stand down. You will get hurt. People will laugh at you. And I looked around. Nobody was laughing. I couldn't find those people who used to say, what's wrong? Take care of yourself. Instead, people were encouraging, come on baby, you can do it. I thought, where were these people? When an adult stumbles. But I realized one thing. That these toddlers had focus. They had perseverance. And they were nonchalant. They didn't care about the world. They were just focused on their work. I heard somewhere that if you stumble, make it a part of your dance. I'll tell you again. If you stumble, make it a part of your dance. That's what rhythm is all about. When, imagine, you stop taking those paths where you stumble, what will happen? What if Muhammad Ali got knocked down, stayed down, and stopped boxing altogether? Steve Jobs stopped creating amazing gadgets. And what if Edison stopped creating filaments for the electric power? These people, these great people, had the qualities of a toddler. They were focused on their goal, perseverant, and they didn't care about it, what the world wants to think about. And if they stumbled, they made it a part of their dance. This inspired me to go deeper, and I found out that acting was more about popularity and it lacked the deeper purpose of life. And I decided to become a trainer instead. Eventually, I did start training, but I stumbled again. But I remembered that toddler, and I continued my journey. The point was to help people reach their goal. And then, when I think about it, it's this sense of achievement when you see someone reach their goal. It's been 8 years now. I have grown as a facilitator. I am a certified counselor and a coach. And I'm still learning. Steve Jobs once said that you cannot connect the dots looking forward. You have to look backwards and trust that somehow it will connect in the future. When I look back in my life, I see that. I see the dots connecting. I always was meant to be a trainer. And that's another story. We'll talk about it later. So in the end, what I want to say is that all your life, you will have to aspire for something, take a path, and you have the potential to make it a purposeful and a successful one. If you follow the rhythm of life, you'll be able to dance on it. And if you stumble, make it a part of your dance. So I want to ask you this. If tomorrow you stumble, what will you do? Will you stay down? Get annoyed? Think of what other people will say? Or will you make it a part of your goal?